Welcome back, everyone. A busy day across the Imperial Valley with at least half a dozen teams competing to stay alive in the CIF San Diego section divisional playoffs. To Holtville first, with head coach Melissa Snyder keeping her team promise and dressing in full uniform. Visiting the Burger Sports Complex, the Pilots from the Academy of Our Lady of Peace. To the bottom of the first, 2 on for Callie Strom, and the lefty goes oppo, sending a high fly ball to left. Cameron Walker tags from third to score the game's first run. Next, with Brooke Strom at the plate, the pitch gets by the catcher, and Mackenzie Toss races home and slides safely to make the score 2-0 Vikings. Fast forward to the bottom of the third, more Cameron Walker as she gets all of this pitch and hammers it to deep left all the way to the fence. Walker turning on the jets and gliding into third with a triple. Next, Mackenzie Toth at the plate, and a wild pitch allows Walker to score easily. 3-0 Vikings now. Callie Strom, she'd work into the 6th inning. The score now 4-3 Holtville. Then, the play of the game here, tying run at third, no outs, a grounder to Walker at short. She tosses to third. The runner is initially called safe, then out as she comes off the bag and is tagged. Holtville hangs on to win 5-3 and advance to the CIF San Diego Section Division III semifinals. Cameron Walker finished 2 for 2 with 3 runs scored. She and head coach Melissa Snyder talking about the win.
When I get on base, I'm just trying to get as many bases as possible, trying to take the extra one. If a ball's in the dirt, if there's an overthrow, I'm always trying to take an extra base. We always like to set the tone in the beginning and not let down, because when we set the tone, we can jump on top and stay strong throughout without having to chase.
So I just told the girls, hey, have fun. Get up there, see the ball as long as you can, and take good cuts. And I feel like Cameron leading us off did an awesome job getting on base. And then I had my girls, run some small ball, some fake bunt steals just to get in scoring position. And it ended up working out, and then we capitalized on some pass balls by the catcher, and it just seemed to work out really well today.
Over to a packed house at Emerson Field in Calexico, where the Bulldogs look to dance their way to the Division III semifinals, taking on the Christian Patriots. Valera Ruiz in the circle for the Dogs in a scoreless game in the third. Andrea Lopez putting an end to that, lifting this one over the right center field fence and gone. The Bulldogs take a 1-0 lead. Very next batter, Sheila Fernando Cano pops one into deep left field, and she goes yard. The Dogs going back-to-back. It's 2-0, and Cano getting the cowboy hat treatment. But those would quickly turn upside down in the top half of the fourth. A run in already, and on a 2-strike, 2-out pitch, Christians, Ashley Wood getting some of her own. That ball gets out of here in a hurry for a 3-run jack to all of a sudden put the Patriots up 4-2. Shortly after that, Calexico's freshman Anai Lopez takes the circle in relief, and she would shut the door enough to allow the Dogs to come back. Bottom 5, Dogs down by 1, and Cano delivers again. Floating this into left, Jacqueline Martinez comes chugging around to score to tie things up at 5. Calexico would take the lead a batter later on a sac fly. And then for the finishing touches, ball popped up and reeled in by Martinez for the final out. The Dogs come back and win a thriller 8-5 and advance to the semifinals against number 1 seeded Holtville on Thursday.
The program hasn't been into a playoff game since 2016, so our girls are just happy that the community is out here, that they're supporting us, and we're here to put Calexico softball on the map.
Over to the Bob Farrell Sports Complex in Brawley now, with the Wildcats looking to stay alive in the postseason against the Sultans of Santana. We begin in the bottom of the second. Wildcats down 2-1. Abby Ruiz sends a high fly ball to deep left field. Jocelyn Ubense tagging up from third and scampering across home plate to tie the score at 2. Fast forward to the bottom of the fourth. It's Abby Ruiz with another shot to left. And look at the diving catch made by Santana's Madison Jordan, the senior, going all out for the fantastic catch. Bottom of the third, still scoreless, 1 out. Brawley senior Charisma Aguilar with a crank to deep left center. Aguilar in with a stand-up double. Then, senior Brianna Sandoval following that with a base hit to left. Wildcats threatening to take their first lead of the ball game. Next up, it's sophomore Jocelyn Ubense here with a hot shot to short and off the shortstop's glove. Aguilar comes home to give Brawley the lead. The Wildcats hang on and stave off elimination with a 4-3 win. Next stop, a trip over to Cathedral Catholic on Tuesday. And more prep scores to pass along in Division 5. The Calipatria Hornets softball team losing to top-seeded Foothills Christian by a score of 2-1. The Hornets will next travel to Mount Miguel on Tuesday. The Imperial Tigers falling to Westview 10-7 in the elimination round. And in prep baseball, Calipatria defeated Liberty Charter 19-7. The Hornets will now host Desert League rival Palo Verde on Tuesday. And the Calexico Bulldogs baseball team falling in the elimination round to San Ysidro 8-7. That's all for sports. Arlette, we'll send it back to you.